So I don't know all the details about how Uber works. I assume that's, I would imagine you don't have to give someone a ride if you don't want to. For example, if some, bunch of drunk chicks, call up or whatever, and they want to get a ride to the next bar and they're obviously intoxicated, you probably wouldn't have to do that. I don't know the details. But if you agree to take someone on a ride in your Uber, you should finish the job. That's the way I look at it, right? Well, there's a story here in Yahoo, and we're going to dig a little deeper, but let me give you the general idea. 20-year-old college student says Uber driver left her on the road when he found out she was getting an abortion, okay? 20-year-old student wanted a ride to an abortion clinic, and apparently the guy started asking her whether she was going to the abortion clinic and blah, 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 blah. And eventually he pulled off the side of the road, dropped her off, and said, I can't bring you to this abortion clinic because I don't believe in it, whatever, right? And he offered to give her a ride back to Ithaca, New York. She's a student at Cornell. This is an Ivy League, right? This is like 15% admission rate. It's pretty prestigious, right? But yet Claire Montgomery, a pseudonym, evidently doesn't know how to use birth control. 20-year-old girl, didn't learn that. You put the P in the V and things can happen if you're not using contraception. But of course, in Ithaca, New York, it's so hard to get birth control pills. I mean, it's not like they have a clinic right on campus for that or anything. But anyway, bottom line is she was going to get an abortion. She got knocked up. That's basically the gist of the story. However, using hamster power and magic, like a Harry Potter with a keyboard, I did a little Google searching on this whole little thing. Now, it turns out that in Ithaca, New York, which is the Finger Lakes region, beautiful, absolutely beautiful part of the world up there, there's a Planned Parenthood right downtown. Oh my God. And there's the clinic right on campus where you can go get your prescription for the drug-induced abortion, which this woman was going for. She wasn't going to get a surgical abortion. It was early on, so she was going to get the drug one. I don't know how long you can go before you have to get a real abortion, I guess. So she was going for the pill abortion. So one might ask the question, pulling out my keyboard, why in the world wouldn't she have gone to the Planned Parenthood in downtown Ithaca, where she lives? Why would you have to get an Uber to go somewhere else? Another interesting part of this story is apparently the driver dropped her off on New York Highway 38. I looked at the map of New York Highway 38. There's no Planned Parenthood clinic anywhere on Highway 38. Closest Planned Parenthood clinic. And so if we look at the map of central New York, upstate New York here, aside from the Planned Parenthood clinic in Ithaca, there's another one in Binghamton. There's one up in Syracuse or two, up in Rochester, and some other places. None of these clinics are along Highway 38, interestingly enough. The only thing I can find on Highway 38 that might have something to do with an abortion is in Owego, New York, which is I don't know, 15, 20 miles away from Ithaca. So, why would you be on Highway 38? Number one, there's no Planned Parenthood clinics on Highway 38. Number two, there's a Planned Parenthood clinic downtown Ithaca. Number three, Cornell Health Center, you can get the medically induced abortion pills, I assume. There's a whole webpage about sexual health. Probably can't get the abortion, but she wasn't going for a surgical abortion. She was going for pharmaceutically induced abortion. There's another women's health clinic to the northwest of Ithaca. There's a place up in Monrovia where you can get health care but no abortions. And there's another place up in Auburn, which is kind of on Highway 38, but does not offer abortion services. So one wonders, where was she going on Highway 38? I think the first part of the story, the Uber guy not giving her a ride because he didn't want to participate in the... He probably would have known the address before he picked her up, so he could have said, look, just not comfortable with that, I'm sorry, we'll get you another Uber or whatever. But in the middle of the ride, he decides this. I think that's wrong. I mean, if he's going to take her, take her. If you object, do it beforehand. Number two, where was she going on Highway 38? Certainly wasn't Planned Parenthood. James Maxwell, thank you for listening.